This is the Capitol Rundown.
I think it's an all-hands-on-deck approach from the administration.
The honest-to-God answer is, I don't know whether we can get this done.
I will not support separate actions that worsen the underlying disease of division.
It's not a done deal yet, but there are certainly strong indications that General Motors is thinking very seriously about building that electric car battery plant.
It's all straight ahead. The Capitol Rundown starts now.
And thank you for joining us. I'm Sherry Jones. There was no shortage of political news here in Michigan this week, including COVID numbers surging and potentially another General Motors plant in mid-Michigan. Our Capitol correspondent Tim Skubic and the Rundown's Kira Lake break it all down for us. Take a listen.
All right, Tim, thank you so much for joining us. Well, we know that hospitalizations are increasing, tests are increasing when it comes to COVID-19. So what's really going on here in the state of Michigan?
Boy, I'll tell you, these numbers on COVID are absolutely off the charts and devastating. This thing's been going on for almost 2 years. In March, it'll be 2 years. And this briefing that we had the other day with the health department officials was just incredible. Here are some of the numbers that they shared with us. We are now averaging about 129,000 cases per week of COVID. That's confirmed cases. They project that eventually, before this thing just sort of disappears, if it does, we could hit 200,000 cases a week. Not a month, not every 6 months, a week, 200,000 cases. As you suggested, hospitalizations are up. Here's the number that really strikes me. The positivity of test results coming back positive, of people that are being tested, the experts say we should be around 3%. Michigan is at 33%. 1/3 of all test results coming back are positive. So Omicron is alive and well. It is moving across Michigan. The good news, I guess, if you can call it that, is sort of confined. The larger numbers are down in southeast Michigan. The further away from that you get, the numbers are still there, but they aren't in as dramatic form. But the bottom line is, the health officials told us that right now this pandemic is the worst it has ever been since the get-go. It's the worst it's ever been. Troubling numbers, and state officials are saying the only way out of this thing is vaccinations, social distancing. Maybe you've heard this before, masking up and staying away from people. Wow, these numbers are just incredible.
It is incredible and also hard to hear every day. But kind of switching gears now to the big three, specifically when we're talking about GM. Now, electric vehicles, that's all anyone's talking about these days, and the same with GM, a new plant possibly?
Well, it's not a done deal yet, but there are certainly strong indications that General Motors is thinking very seriously about building that electric car battery plant, one of them, in Delta Township, which of course GM is right now. The official announcement we're guessing is going to come before the end of this month, but we did report this week that General Motors had a technical team visiting the state capitol. They were not looking at the vintage Civil War flags in the rotunda. Now the company is gearing up for a worldwide decision-making announcement, so they want to make sure they have broadband, they want to make sure they have the correct streaming, and to be honest with you, they frankly were disappointed, technically speaking, with what they found at the state capitol. It was simply not up to speed, so they are looking at another potential location if indeed it turns out that Lansing is going to get this plant. And the betting money is, the answer is yes, but it's not done until they announce it, and the announcement will come probably before the end of the month, we're guessing.
All right, Tim, as always, we appreciate the update. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Great to be with you.
And thank you both so much. Coming up next on the Rundown, one major policy went into effect this year. We're going to tell you all about it next. Thanks for watching the Capitol Rundown. We'll be right back.